Okay, then this one's off.
Hello, how's it going, guys and gals? Thank you so much for showing up for the webinar. Uh, Technical stuff is not my strong point, and we had some issues a day or so ago, but I'm glad you found this webinar. And I'm just super, super excited to work with you and help you through your challenges and help you through this landmines of the internet world. Um, so who am I? Or first things first is how are you going to predictively, consistently make autopilot income up to $4,150 every day on demand? If you guys could mute your mics, that'd be awesome. To work with you and help you through your challenges and help you through this landmines of the internet world. Of course, that's going to happen. Who am I? Or first, could you turn off the live video, please? Consistently make autopilot income up to $4,150 every day on demand. If you guys could mute your mics, that'd be awesome. I gotta mute everybody. There we go. Sorry about that. All right. All right, so who is this exactly for? This is for information marketers, this is for affiliate marketers, coaches, speakers, anybody that wants to sell anything online in a systematically stress-free sales process to convert sales in a predictable and consistent fashion every day on demand. Even if you haven't had just big success. If you haven't had big success, that's fine. So what I need you to do is stick around. All right. So on this training, you're going to discover a simple process that's going to help me. That helped me make $16,407.35 in 20 days. How I did this without doing anything that I hate, right? You're going to learn position strategies that attract and convert the perfect dream customer in a way that's simple, easy, and fun. You're going to learn a 5-step process to make floods of traffic, sales, and upsells, all while having a life. How to get a 300% or more return on your paid advertising. And you're going to find out the exact system that I use to do all of this. And why not? Using this simple process could be costing you up to $20,000 to $50,000 a month. So you're going to want to stick around to then, because every piece of the process is important for its effectiveness. I want you to leave today and be able to understand and implement this in your business right away. I was going to sell this training in a mini course for $697, but I decided I'd rather create some goodwill and manifest some positive karma from my life and my business, and just teach this entire process to attract and convert a huge team of hungry buyers right on this webinar. So can you relate? Do you struggle making paid advertising profitable? Do you hate feeling like a salesperson, so you spend more time in doing trainings than actually doing any work that could make you money? Would you like more people to engage with your videos, blog posts, and social media? Have you had some success, yet are yearning to reach more people and make a bigger impact in your work? Are you stuck selling to people that don't respect your time, and they just think that they deserve something from you? Do you feel like your income level is stuck and that you can't seem to move forward? Are you an entrepreneur who has just created another stressful job for yourself? Awesome. The good news is that those are all symptoms of a larger problem that we're going to solve once and for all over these 3 webinars. And that is that you don't have a systematic sales process that predictably, consistently converts sales every day on demand, even if you haven't made big old money yet. Because if you did have one, you could have 5-figure days, you could make 6 figures a month, and you could finally start earning that what you're worth. You could work less because you're earning on complete autopilot. You can start working with this ideal customer, doing your best, most authentic work because your new system gives you the space to dedicate more time to get them results. And that's what your customers really want, right? You can position yourself as an authority because the results speak for themselves. Sounds like a stretch? I used to think so too until it happened to me. I spent years selling door-to-door cable packages. I used to think that time freedom was when I get to retire old, or I had to manage several sales organizations. Then in 2013, I found a company that taught me that I didn't have to grind all day to make a 6-figure income, that I could create pipeline income. But I didn't have huge success right away. It took me about 6 months to completely replace my sales job income. But the real breakthrough was having to sell my car to get a high-ticket product that changed my life. How did I do it? But my most recent breakthrough is after investing $30,000 into a workshop, that then a yearly coaching program on top of that. I took everything I learned in that 3 days and what I've had for my coaching and grinded it down and put it into these webinars. So think about what you are learning as a $30,000 course refined into a 3-part webinar series. So can you make $16,407.35 in a month on demand? Obviously, income disclosure, we're not guaranteeing you any income, but yes, you can. And can you be happier, more stress-free, and 10x more fulfilled, be more fulfilled with your work? Yes, you can, right? In this training, I'm going to show you how I'm generating sales all through a systematic sales funnel that produces in a predictable and consistent manner every day for me. Then I'm going to show you how you can use the exact thing in your business to literally 10x your income. Get paid what you're worth and step into your purpose by doing your best work. I'll even show you how you can help to how I can help you put it all together and ensure that it operates at its maximum money-making potential for you. Because once you actually have this, you'll have a machine that pumps out commissions daily without cold calling, without buying traffic from people that you don't have the best intentions in mind for you, without talking to friends or family, without doing anything you don't want to do, and doing the exact opposite of what your competition is being taught and doing. So you'll completely set yourself apart from the crowds. Yes, more money, less hours working, more doing the things that you love in your business, less doing the things that you hate. Simple as that. So if you don't already know me, 10 years ago I was turned on to network marketing. I called thousands of leads from my home for 2 years straight, and I made very, very, very little money in that company. Then I found myself knocking on doors where I really had my first breakthrough in success in my life. I started making over $10,000 per month, but I was grinding hard, and I couldn't keep that going consistently. Funny story, I'll tell you guys real quick. I'd had several door-to-door jobs, and I seen some of the craziest stuff, and You know what? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save some of those stories for the end. Remind me to tell you that for sure. I have some really good ones about some maybe what do they call them? Cougars hitting on you. I was a young guy, and we'll go into that later. Anyways, I then quit my job and lived off of unemployment, becoming depressed and highly addicted to online video games. Um, Here you go. So, if you've ever heard of World of Warcraft, I was very addicted. I was actually in what's called a raiding guild. This raiding guild was top 80 in the world, and it was more like a job that I had to be there every day. And then I became a guild leader, and I became so stressed because I was putting so much pressure on people to perform. Um, I don't know, maybe you can relate to that in your job situation. But then one day, I pulled myself out of this deep hole. That's a wrong hole. Got into counseling and returned to door, but not as a career path, just to get some money together. I spent the next year knocking doors while at night searching for my dream, the Mecca, the business that I could set up and it could run itself on autopilot. In March 2013, I finally found it, but autopilot success did not come right away, and I found myself making money online, but it still wasn't till a certain system launched, and I was able to start making automated income. In August of 2013, I had my first $4,150 day. I leveraged that into an $8,000 month, and I kept that momentum rolling into $12,000 month, having over 40 signups in my business. I've made over $100,000 in my online business, and I'm going to 3x that this year, and I'm going to 10x that next year. This is going to sound weird, but getting more sales has barely anything to do with you. It has to do with your ideal customer or your customer. Who is your ideal customer, actually? The key to great marketing is to think small. Okay? So the idea is if you do a broadcast like this is being broadcasted out there, it's everybody can see it. Everybody can hear this. You can hear my voice. You can see this broadcast. I didn't keep anybody out right now, right? The next broadcast coming up is going to be a little bit more exclusive and a little bit more exclusive. So make sure to definitely get on the list to get on to that. But think of a radio station. You're being broadcasted. Everybody can hear it. Nobody's limited. Now, what is a narrowcasting? Narrowcasting is when you are speaking to somebody directly, a more narrow vision of who you want to speak with. So think about this. If I know, let's see, think of a thing that I'm going to sell you. Say it's TV, right? Would TV be more of a broadcasting thing? If I was going to sell you a TV package, well, most people have TV. But if I think of narrowcasting as a specific channel, think of it as the travel channel. Not everybody's into the travel channel, right? So you're being more focused on your message, and that's going to attract more. It's going to attract more of who you want. So you want to speak specific to thing, and this will make more sense as we go on. All right, developing a target market. Marketing truth: not everybody loves you. Sorry to break it to you, but no one cares about your marketing. If you try to be all things to all people, you will get nothing. Target market should be as specific as possible. Ooh, there we go. Who are you? Great place to start with coming up with a target market is who are you, right? Your target market is normally like you. Likes attract likes. What is your background? What are your hobbies? What do you like to do? Are you a single, bachelor? Are you a stay-at-home mom? Are you a married guy? Do you have a wife and do you have kids? Do you travel a lot? Do you have hobbies? What do you do for fun? These are all things that you need to start thinking about, because those are the people that are going to be the most attracted to you, right? You don't want, me being a bachelor, my ideal market is not elderly. No offense if there's somebody on here, and that you obviously are going to attract some, and people are going to, maybe there was a part of them when they were younger that was really attracted to what I talk about, but most of my market is this. My exact target market is somebody with a sales and marketing background. Usually it's going to be a male, somewhere in between, I would actually say 23 and 45, maybe even 43, kind of bringing it down to that 20-year range. They're going to be a lot of fun. They're extremely ambitious, and they have really big goals. They're looking for a real business, and they have the funds to invest in training and tools. So, does anybody know about the personality types? Okay, so these are different personality types. Usually, you're going to attract who you are, not or who you are or what you are. I am a blue, as that's my strong one. I'm very motivated by fun, and I'm very expressive. I love to talk to people. I'm very energetic. You can see if you ever see me at an event, you'll see me around a ton of people, very well networked. I get around, and a lot of people know me. It's just I keep that around me, right? Then you have the red, driven by power. You're very usually money hungry. You have to be in control. You need to see the results. You want to know the bottom line. You want to get to the meat and potatoes of the event. You know what I mean? You don't want to just be hyped up. You want to get to the gist of it, right? Then you have the green. The green is like the engineer. He's the person that likes the numbers. He wants everything kind of neat. He or she, and they're very, very. Maybe they're not the most outgoing people in the world, but they're really good at analyzing things and putting things together in organized manner, right? So yellow. It's motivated. It's the kind of like the hippie spirit, very just all about caring and feelings, and very motivated by world change and causes and those type of things, right? So yeah, these are this right here. Blue personality. Everything is fun. All about having a good time, making decisions. Oh, we make very impulsive decisions. If we see something we like, we buy it. If we want to join a business, we get started. But the thing is sometimes we get in and we're then out. So then another shiny ball, they see another business, they see something else, they want to join, they want to get started. They don't. They usually, to keep them focused, you have to keep on talking about something fun that's going to be happening, a launch, a party, something that's going to keep their attention for the long term. Love to travel, love adventure, love exploring. The red needs to be in charge and very independent, doesn't really ask for help very much, very motivated by power. Engineers, good with numbers, very analytical, kind of a loner, I would say sometimes. Sometimes people can kind of break out of that, but they would rather be, looking at numbers and that kind of stuff. Yellow personality, kind of went over that. They love to serve. They're very servant heart. They want to help. You attract who you are. So write down your color. Write down how you, because everybody communicates a little differently, right? And we can go into that, and because usually you have seeing words and hearing words, and you have feeling words, and everybody kind of communicates a little differently. So you want to really embrace who you are in your marketing, right? Because you're going to attract. It's like this: when you're very focused on your message and who you're targeting, it's a very strong broadcast. Your signal is coming through loud and clear. But when you start marketing to everybody, it just becomes very, very distilled down. If you ever hear a like commercial, like a lot of these like lawsuit commercials, right? Have you been in an accident? Have you been, have you been wronged? Have you this or that? They call out specific people. They look for that, that thing, right? That's going to grab your attention, and that's what you need to do with your market. Whoever you're targeting, you need to. So you could be targeting people that are already in a business. You could target people that are not in a business but are looking for a business. So you could be targeting people that have offline businesses that maybe want to be more simple. They want to be able to get rid of the overhead. Maybe they want a simpler life, right? They want to be able to travel. There's a huge people that are they target people that are travelers, right? The whole my friends, the Unstoppable family, all they do is travel, and they're down in Panama right now, and their target market is travelers, but they have more of a niche, but their whole group is kind of that Vager behind like lifestyle of being able to just up and go, and because that's what this kind of business can do for you. You can go and travel. You can be free of a home base. You don't need one. Be authentic. Love him, hate him, you know him, right? You know who he is. By being who he is, he's repelling who isn't his target audience, and he's attracting his ideal audience. You don't have to be Kanye. You need to be you, right? So what is Kanye acts like a complete asshole. It gets rid of all the people that he doesn't want following him, and he gets them talking about him to somebody that could be his audience, and then they come back to check this guy out, and then they're like, oh, I like this guy's music, and then they buy his music. So it's like he's attracting a certain type of person that really, really is going to be into his music, and he's repelling the people, and that's the way you need to be in your marketing. So you need to get rid of people that have this broke mindset that, well, depending on, I don't know, if you're just selling $7 and $10 things, maybe that's who you're selling to. My target market is seriously looking for a business. They're seriously they have some funds to work with, but they want something that's real. They want a real business. They don't want something that's going to be going away in a few months. They don't want some launch that's just here today and gone tomorrow. They don't want they don't want something really schemy. They want a legitimate business that they can get involved with, that they can get started, and they can that they can make real money and they can have change. They know that this isn't a push button software that they're going to get in and make $1 billion overnight. They know that they're probably going to have to put some work into it to get their business started, right? So what am I saying? What did I just do there? I'm speaking specifically to my target market, hopefully to scare it off. The people that don't want to work, the people that are just looking for cash money or the fast money, that are just looking for, you know, the next big thing, which this is and it can be, but it's also they're going to be long term because I'm not saying that I'm promoting anything here, but normally if I was promoting a business here, which I'm not, I'm so used to promoting a business or a system or something, but we're just giving value here. But if I was promoting a system, this is the people that I'm looking for, right? So Taylor Swift, lover, hater, you know who she is, right? Same thing. She's just super authentic. She's just so real. She's just super nerdy, really just super friendly, super outgoing, always having a good time. Every time you see her, she's dancing. She's having a good time. Dude, she has a connection with her followers like nobody's freaking business, right? She actually, I've seen this. It's crazy. She has like super followers that she connects with on such a hard level. She'll send them gifts. Like she sends them money to pay for school. Like she knows all about them. She's like super in tune to her like cult almost, like her Taylor cult. I don't know what she calls it. But like there's people that hate her, you know, like I don't know why, but seriously, she repels the people that she doesn't want and she attracts the people that she does. And she has this really strong, you know, magnetism with kind of like the underdog, right? The person that is that hasn't really had it easy in their life, that maybe they're not that successful, and so she just attracts these people like a super magnet, right? And so stop being fake, right? You don't need to be someone else. You don't need to pretend like you're your sponsor. You don't need to put on like a fake smile. If you're not happy about something, you can talk about it, right? Don't complain. But if you have a thing, if you have like, basically, if you have if you have something like strong views, if you have strong views, you need to share them because there's other people out there that have those same views, and they will be attracted to you, right? You just need to, the more authentic, the more real, the more raw you can get, the more your fans will get attracted to you. The more, if you, like seriously, if you get on there and you show your heart and that you really care about somebody's success, then you know they're gonna follow you forever. They're gonna follow you forever. They're gonna be so attached to you, they will buy everything that you sell, right? And so, you know, it's like these evangelists, right? They have this such strong message, and they attract those people to them so hard. But it's because they're kind of radical. It's like people get attracted to that because that's what they really want to be, right? So I paid $30,000 to find out I was wrong. I was anti-branding, and I left money on the table. Branding on the front end. Okay, so what does this mean? You need to show your face. You need to be out there. You need to be connecting with your customers, your clients, your whoever wants to buy from you. They're going to buy from you because you are you, not because of your system. If you think you're going to be able to, so there's systems out there that you can just throw traffic at. Like I'm part of a system that you can just throw traffic at and you'll have success. But the people that have really big success, the ones that really get it, right? The ones that make the upper 6 figures, the ones that make the 7 figures, the ones that make the 8 figures. These people are out there. You see them, they're in front of you. You can't get away from them, right? And they're offering value. This is the one of the things that I was seriously, I was so misguided. Like I didn't know what that meant, to offer value to my customers, right? So I made a really funny a thing on Facebook the other day. If you follow me on Facebook, you might have saw this, but value is the lube that that loosens up the credit cards, right? And it's pretty funny, but it's true. It's like the more value you can give somebody, the more they're willing to just buy whatever you want them, whatever you want, like whatever you sell them, they're just gonna buy it because you've given them so much value up and over and above what they, you know, especially if it's free. You know, if you're giving out free value, you're just doing webinars, you're doing trainings, you're doing videos, you're doing this and that, and if you can outvalue your competition, you'll always win, right? And so you want to give a ton of value up front. So you want to do videos, and we'll go a lot more into this when we talk into conversions into the third webinar, and how to get people to go from a lead on your list or somebody on your Facebook to basically get them to buy whatever you want, you know. And so I'll teach that in the third webinar. So that's gonna be pretty exciting, right? Build that trust, right? So, you know, Zig Ziglar, you know, this is cliche, but it's an oldie and a goodie, right? Actually, I've heard this one less. There's another one that is a little bit more common. But if people like you, they'll listen to you. But if they trust you, they'll do business with you. The other one that you've probably heard is, you know, people do business with the people they know, like, and trust, right? And so it's really about that trust. If they can trust you, they'll join you, they'll buy from you, they'll whatever, it doesn't matter. They'll do anything for you, right? And so you have to build that trust, and you build that by giving value. You give up front. So I'm just kind of curious, how much was this training worth to you so far, right? We're not done yet, but I just kind of leave some comments below. If you got value from this, I want you to share this with anybody, right? I want you to just give it to them and be like, here, he's not selling anything, and I'm not, there won't be anything offered on this webinar. And we'll be taking some questions at the end, so I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, so share this, leave comments below, post your questions and comments. If I don't get to your questions, I'll reply in the comments to you. So if you can, because there'll be an option to actually post this on Facebook. So I'll just, the only way I can do that is if you, or the only way I can reply is if you do that. So webinar 2. So what is in the next webinar? Why? You know, this wasn't just this. So this is the first part. Now we're going to be on to the next part in probably about maybe 3 or 4 days or so. Super excited about that. Now you're going to learn. You'll learn how to generate endless flows of traffic, free and paid. You will learn how to capture super quality leads at a supersonic rate. You'll learn how to convert those leads into cash, but more importantly, profit. So why don't you guys go ahead and do this? Add me on Facebook. This was actually really quick, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to answer some questions. So, Chris, are you on here? Chris, can you unmute? Let's do this. Maybe I was just... Jared, you there? I put everybody to sleep. So let's check the page and see if I have any comments.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
All right.
Can you check the page and see if there's any comments? Or maybe I'll check it out right now.
I'm reloading it as we speak.
Cool, man. So you getting some value from that? I know this is the second time you kind of heard it. I ran you through, but thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's incredibly valuable. I think it's important to note that really automating a system starts off by deciding who that customer is, because if you decide on that and you have a market in mind, that's, you know, if you're chasing everyone all the time, you never catch anybody. So you can't ever automate that.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I just got a thank you from Cindy. Awesome. Awesome. So the next part, what else was I going to say? Oh, so this is going to be on replay. Share. Feel free. Again, we're not selling anything. Just share it. Get it out there. Anybody that could, if you got value from this, then other people are going to get value. There won't be anything sold, like again, on this one ever. So just free value. Go ahead and, you know, share it around. And I just appreciate you guys so much. I guess if we don't have any other questions, let's see here. Anybody messaging me? I didn't get confirmation email. I really like that picture next to me and Zig there. I know, Eric, you're on here. You got any questions, man? Just shoot me a message on Facebook if you do. Is this at least valuable? Where did SETI comment on it? All right, I guess we'll call it there. And so next, so what is it going to be? You know, I'll let you guys know exactly when the next one is going to be. I just wanted to thank you so much for showing up, and I appreciate you all. Thank you.